If this is your first time here, welcome. Subscribe and let's begin. I danced at my husband's side chick's naming ceremony. I sprayed money on her head. I carried her baby. I smiled for the camera. But inside my handbag was a secret that would destroy the celebration. People say fear women. No, fear a calm woman. My name is Tina. For 6 years, I was married to Kunle. 6 years of waiting for a child. 6 years of prayers. 6 years of being called barren. Every month I hoped. Every month I cried silently. His mother never missed a chance to remind me. What kind of woman cannot give her husband a son? I swallowed the insults. I tried herbs. I tried hospital visits. I tried prayer houses. I tried everything, but nothing changed. And slowly, Kunle changed too. He became distant, cold, sharp with his words. Then one afternoon, everything shifted. Kunle walked into our house in Lekki with a young pregnant girl. She looked proud, confident, victorious. "This is Titi," he said loudly. "She is carrying my son." My heart hurt, but my face stayed calm. He continued speaking like a king. "She will live here. You will take care of her. Since you cannot give me a child, she will." I looked at him. I looked at the girl. And I said nothing. That was the day I decided to be quiet. And that was the day he began to lose.
From that day, I became the perfect wife. I cooked for Titi. I cleaned her room. I washed her clothes. When her legs became swollen, I massaged them gently. People thought I was weak. Even Kunle mocked me in front of his friends. "You see, she has accepted her place." They laughed loudly. His mother danced around the house as if she had won a battle. But what they did not know was this. 6 years ago, before our wedding, Kunle and I did medical tests. He was too busy to collect his result. He told me to collect it. So I did. And what I saw that day changed everything. Kunle had azoospermia, 0 sperm count. The doctor explained clearly. Because of mumps he had as a child, he could not father a child naturally. I sat in the hospital car park and cried, not because he was infertile, but because I knew his pride would never survive the truth. So I kept quiet. I carried that secret alone. I protected his ego. I let the world blame me. I let his family insult me. I allowed everyone to believe I was the problem because I loved him. But love without respect becomes suffering, and suffering has an expiry date.
Last week, Titi gave birth. A baby boy. Kunle celebrated like a champion. He bought a cow. He shared ashwabi. He invited neighbors. He names the child Babatunde. "Father has returned," he said proudly. The naming ceremony was loud. Music filled the compound. Plates of jollof rice passed from hand to hand. Laughter echoed everywhere. His mother danced and sang songs that mocked me. The dry tree has been put to shame. People laughed. I smiled. I wore gold jewelry. I looked expensive. I looked unbothered. But inside my bag was a brown envelope. When it was time for gifts, I stood up. I walked slowly to the front. I took the microphone. The DJ lowered the music. "My husband," I began softly. "Congratulations on your son." The crowd clapped. Kunle grinned proudly. "I have a special gift for this child," I said. Then I removed the envelope. The hall became quiet. 6 years ago, I continued, Kunle and I did medical tests before our wedding. He frowned. I collected the result, I said, because he was too busy. I opened the envelope and brought out the document. It shows that Kunle has azoospermia. Murmurs began. It means 0 sperm count. You could hear a pin drop. He has been unable to father a child since 2018. Kunle's smile disappeared. His hand started shaking. I turned gently toward Titi. If my husband cannot produce sperm, then whose child is this? The silence became heavy. Then I looked at Kunle's best friend, Jide. He was sweating, avoiding eye contact. The baby had his nose, his eyes, his shape. The crowd started whispering loudly. Kunle grabbed the paper. He read it. His face turned pale. He looked at Titi. He looked at Jide. Then chaos exploded. Shouting, accusations, broken bottles, crying. I dropped the microphone. I did not scream. I did not argue. I simply said, "The house belongs to my father. You have 2 hours to leave." And I walked out. I am now in a hotel room, eating grilled fish, drinking something cold. My phone has been ringing non-stop. His family says I embarrassed him. They say I should have handled it privately. But tell me something. When they insulted me for 6 years, was that private? When he brought another woman into my home, was that private? When they called me useless, was that private? Silence does not mean weakness. Patience does not mean ignorance. And calm does not mean foolishness. A calm woman is not blind. She is observing. She is planning. She is waiting for the right moment. And when she finally speaks, she speaks with evidence. Moral lesson. Never mock someone who chooses silence. Never humiliate someone who protects your weakness. And never mistake calmness for stupidity. Because when a quiet person finally decides to act, they do not shout. They end the story.
If this story touched your heart, don't just leave. Subscribe, like this video. Turn on your notification bell so you never miss our next powerful African tale.